With the Panthers having a few holes that they needed to address, they make a drastic move moving back into the first round. Want to see the outcome? Find out next on Growlin' and Prowlin'. Welcome, Panther Nation. Glad you could join us here on this draft night of night one of the NFL draft. And to say I am shocked is an understatement. And I was not expecting to be reporting about us making a pick, but I was going to do a montage of things regarding Terrace Marshall as well as Tommy Tremble, because I believe that we still have some tread left on those wheels. Now, more than likely with Terrace Marshall, most people have already flown that ship. That was a disaster, and it has nothing to do with Terrace Marshall because, as I will tell you, we've misused this guy, which is an understatement when you talk about a guy of his physical abilities. And most Carolina Panthers, I found out, our fan base is very forgetful. You guys forget very quickly. And it doesn't take you long to not see what we have in a certain player. But anyway, the Carolina Panthers, probably to my surprise, I ended up going to get a drink from the refrigerator. I come back and the Buffalo Bills, whom I will tell you about on Gridiron Gab, had moved down yet again. And we were on the clock. And I remember when I heard the little flare, the little sound, the little ding, 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 that basically signifies a trade has been made. And I remember thinking to myself, after seeing Ricky Purcell from Florida get drafted, as well as Xavier Worthy a couple of a couple of picks before that, I was thinking to myself, is that going to be us trading up? And now I wasn't really angry at the fact that we gave up our 5th round pick. That didn't bother me quite as much. I was actually a little surprised. But the problem I really had was, I get Xavier Leggett's speed. I get it. And I get his size. I get it. But the problem I have is we've got that guy on the roster already. And most people are going to be like, well, he didn't do well. He didn't do well this year and so on and so forth. Let me ask you something. Was this season a waste in a lot of ways? I mean, Panther fans, let's keep it in perspective. This season was not good. It wasn't even close to being good. We got the same kind of player in Mingo again. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but he's a lot stronger and he looks faster on the field. Maybe it's because the competition's a lot slower. Just saying. I mean, the guy does run a good 40. So did Jonathan Mingo. You know, my whole take is, yes, we just had volunteer workouts. We did. And the reality of it is we still have an aging Adam Thielen. We still have Jonathan Mingo. And honestly, when I look back at a lot of the issues that we had, now, if I'm putting a Donnie Mitchell as well as Leggett on the same comparison, I get it. Leggett can't go up and get the ball. I get it. I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, well, they're technically the same. The only difference is the run after catch looks more to the scales to Xavier Leggett. And I'm not sure if that's true. I mean, you put them side by side, they look almost like the exact same player, but I think I like Donnie Mitchell's speed more than I do Leggett's. I think a lot of people are saying they love Leggett's size. That's what they're looking at. They love that size. And, of course, we still got Deontay Johnson. And here's the reality. I don't know which one of these guys you're going to pick. And that's the reality unless you're trying to slowly wean Adam Thielen out. I think Thielen's got a 2-year deal, and this is the end of it. And the thing is, I'm not sure when you look at guys like Amir Smith-Marset, and you still got Terrace Marshall on the blame roster, and you got Mike Strachan and Jalen Camp, who are big guys. Those are big-bodied receivers. But then you get a guy like Adonai Mitchell, who's a big guy with speed, and then you even had Keon Coleman on the field. He was still on the board, surprisingly. I get it. Speed kills. Speed kills. And you got a guy in Leggett who can catch these little patterns, the little screens and take them the distance. But you got to have guys that can block too. This is where I get upset with Panther fans when they say, "Ooh, we need a tight end." Tommy Tremble is that dude, and I'm going to do a show on Tommy Tremble. But guys, this is what's happened. The breaking news is the Carolina Panthers traded into the first round and selected Xavier Leggett. And I'm indifferent about it. I'm more so not happy with it because we have the same player on the roster as is in Jonathan Mingo. I would have preferred Keon Coleman or Adonai Mitchell, a much bigger height-wise receiver. But that's where we at right now, you guys. Xavier Leggett is a Carolina Panther, just as he said. Dan Morgan and Dave Canales made good on their word. But guys, let me know what you think. Xavier Leggett taken by the Carolina Panthers in the first round. And the Panthers are no longer on the clock to start tomorrow evening. Hit me up on Facebook as well as Instagram, and also leave your comments in the comment section of the show. Until the next time, you guys, keep prowling the airwaves and keep growling out. Keep pounding.